Although I have a biology degree from UCSD, I currently work as a private chef, nanny, and a housekeeper. I have already made breakfast and hand-fed my two little masters, so now it's time to feed the big boss. The big boss, also known as Big Daddy, works from home and he doesn't eat breakfast, so this is his brunch and he requested burgers. I'm making 4 burgers today because he likes to eat with me, guys. I think he has a little crush on me. So first, we're going to make the brioche buns. In the mixer, I have 2 1/4 cup of flour and teaspoon of salt. To that, I'm adding the yeast mixture, which is half cup of water, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then after that, I crack in 2 eggs and let that knead. I let the KitchenAid run for a while, and then I started adding 1/4 cup of cubed butter. I like to keep my job professional, but I don't know about the big boss. I swear at night, he sometimes whispers, "I love you," when I'm sleeping. Oh, and the little master started playing with the light switch. While the buns were rising and baking, I already made the patties and cooked them, and I already washed the vegetables and grilled the onions. So all I had to do was grill the buns and put them together. Anyways, the big boss keeps making his moves on me, so what should I do? Should I just friend zone him? Update on my boss hitting on me during work. If you're new here, I'm a private chef, nanny, and a housekeeper. In the other video, I explained that Big Daddy or the big boss wants to eat with me all the time, so I'm actually cooking a meal to eat together with him. I washed and cut up all the veggies, and today we're using baby sausages. So nice to eat small ones for a change. Can you guess what I'm making? I'm making burijjigae, also known as 부대찌개. This bowl has cabbage, mushroom, zucchini, onions, bean sprouts, tofu, and sausages. Time for the sauce. I know these look gross, but these are frozen garlic, big scoop of gochujang, soy sauce. I like to think of myself as a sweet person, so a shot of sugar. The big boss is always looking for ways to spice things up, so I'm putting purdak sauce. This will definitely guarantee a BTS in your booty hole tonight. And you think I'm done? Time for red pepper flakes. When I was making this, I knew for a fact my 2 little mini bosses won't be able to eat this because it will make their little lives hurt. But to my surprise, my oldest little boss was begging to eat this and he actually liked it. Time to assemble the 부대찌개. Toss everything into the pot and I'm just going to add a couple of kimchi because kimchi is good. And then with the leftover sauce, you just chuck it in your mouth. Just kidding, just kidding. Once it comes to a boil, you put in the noodle. And I actually love putting in cheese in my 부대찌개, but the big boss does not like American cheese like I do, so I am putting in the carbonara powdered cheese instead. And big boss is not being professional again, help. Can you believe this guy? I cut 10 inches off my hair and he still likes me. Here is realistic what I make in a day as a private chef who is severely underpaid. In fact, I work for free. My first 2 clients wake up around 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. So we're just gonna make them waffles because I am tired. These are spinach banana waffles and I know they look very unappetizing, but that's what they get for not paying me. And for my breakfast, I'm just using their leftover bananas to make some banana bread muffins. The big boss, also known as Big Daddy, is still sleeping. He doesn't eat breakfast, but it's good to have some banana breads for him to snack throughout the day. And because I was running super low on energy, I did make 2 extra waffles for myself, so I snacked on the waffles, and once the muffins were done, I ate 1 muffin. And about 2 hours later, I started on the lunch for the big boss and I. The big boss has a big fat crush on me, so we always eat together. My oldest little client went on a play date with grandma, so I steamed up some cauliflower for my youngest client, and I actually didn't have to make dinner today. Big boss and I got treated by an older dude. Guys, I think he has a crush on us. I'm just kidding. And then I made dinner for my 2 young clients. This is literally pasta boiled with some veggies, and it looks disgusting, but they love it, so I make it. Valentine's Day is coming up and I have not been asked out yet, so I decided to ask out my boss, the big boss. As his private chef, nanny, roommate, and a bedmate, I thought baking him something will be a nice way to ask him out. Can't forget the red 40 because Valentine's is all about red 40. I set the bread machine to dough setting and let it run. Today I'm making bread rolls, donuts, and cinnamon rolls. Quick little vintage cola olipop break, and let's get started. Starting with the bread rolls, I rolled the dough out, used heart and circle cookie cutters to make cute shapes. I always make extra because I eat while I make food. I'm putting some butter on top of the bread rolls and then I just pop them into the oven. Sadly, this is where everything started to go downhill. I have 2 little bosses and both of them wanted to cling on to me today, especially when I was making cinnamon roll. Being nanny is part of my job, so I was carrying them and I was also playing with them while I was making all these baked goods, which meant I didn't know time was ticking. So I ended up over baking the bread rolls and the heart donuts got burnt. I ended up eating the very burnt bread rolls and the donuts. If I had more time, I would have made the decorations prettier to cover up the mess, but I'm speed running. Thankfully, the cinnamon rolls pulled through. They were so fluffy, pink, and delicious. I ended up eating 3 behind his back. Hopefully he doesn't fire me. I hope he agrees to be my Valentine's, or else I have to find a new big boss. I'm finally going on a date with my boss. Even though I'm his private chef, nanny, housekeeper, and bedmate, we haven't gone on a date in a very long time, mostly because of our 2 mini bosses. But in honor of Valentine's Day, I am making matcha basque cheesecake. I struggled to take out the cream cheese, so Big Boss had to help me out. What a great boss. Then I added the sugar and you cream until your arm hurts, but I'm used to that. In goes 2 eggs, and once again you're gonna cream until your arm hurts. Now for the healthy part. In my mind, anything green is healthy, so once you add the matcha in, this whole cheesecake is healthy. Big Boss will love this for sure. And then I added a little bit of vanilla extract. I'm measuring by heart, and a pinch of salt. Cream until your arm hurts, and then add more cream. That was heavy whipping cream. And then I sifted in flour and mixed. Fun fact, I actually started making this at 12:30 a.m. I am working overtime today. No one saw that. I was very tired, but I managed to bake the cheesecake and let it cool overnight. So this is the morning after, the day of the Valentine's. I made heavy whipping cream and topped it off with flowers. It turned out so good. Since I made 2, I tried some for quality control, and it turned out perfect. The Big Boss loved it, and he told me that I could sell it if I wanted to. Hopefully Big Boss doesn't give me a 3rd mini boss after eating this.